MIT ran an experiment in 2019. They gave one group of students $50 cash in an envelope. Another group got a debit card loaded with $50. Both groups could spend however they wanted for a week. The cash group tracked every single dollar, could tell you exactly what they bought and why. The card group, by day 3, they couldn't remember where half of it went. Same people, same amount of money, different format, completely different behavior. Your budgeting isn't failing because you're bad with money. It's failing because you're using a system designed to make you forget your spending. If you've tried budgeting 3 times and quit 3 times, hit subscribe, because we're about to show you why the system was rigged against you from the start. And more importantly, how to break out of it. Let me ask you a question. And I want you to answer it honestly, not what sounds good, what's real. If you lost your job tomorrow morning, fired, laid off, company shut down, how long could you survive on what you have right now? 6 months? If you can say yes to that, you're in the top 10%. You're not watching this video for you, you're watching for confirmation. 3 months, you're safe. Not comfortable, but safe. You've got a buffer. You can think clearly when problems show up. 2 months, you're hanging by a thread. 1 big expense and you're in trouble. 2 weeks, you're 1 disaster away from chaos. And I'm not judging you. I'm telling you that 60% of Americans are in the same spot. This isn't a you problem. It's a system problem. Here's the second part of the experiment. Pull up your bank statement from last month. Right now, I'll wait. Now go through every transaction and highlight the ones you can explain without looking at the merchant name. Just from the amount and the date. Can you remember what you bought? If more than 30% of your spending is, I don't remember buying that, you don't have a budget problem. You have a visibility problem, and visibility is the only thing that actually matters. Let's talk about why budgets fail. Traditional budgeting says set a limit, track your spending, don't go over. Simple, right? Except it doesn't work, because it fights human nature instead of working with it. Here's the first problem. Digital money doesn't hurt. There's a study from Dun & Bradstreet that found people spend 83% more when they use a card instead of cash. 83% for the exact same items. Why? Because cash activates the pain center in your brain. Literally, when you hand over a $20 bill, the insula cortex, the part of your brain that processes physical pain, lights up. Your brain registers loss, but when you tap a card, nothing. It's abstract. It's numbers on a screen. There's no pain, no loss, just convenience. That $6 latte. Your brain doesn't register it as I just gave away an hour of my life working at $6 an hour after tax. It registers it as I tapped a piece of plastic and got coffee. You don't need to carry cash everywhere, but you do need to translate digital spending back into effort. Every purchase, ask yourself, how many hours of my life did this just cost me? That's not budgeting, that's visibility. Here's the second problem. Budgets are aspirational, not realistic. You sit down in January full of optimism. You open a spreadsheet, you budget $300 a month for groceries because that sounds responsible. Then you spend $520 every month for 2 years. But you keep writing $300 in the budget because that's who you want to be. The budget becomes theater. It's a number that makes you feel responsible while your actual behavior stays exactly the same. It's like setting your alarm for 5 a.m. when you know you'll hit snooze until 7. The number feels good, the result doesn't change. Here's the truth. Traditional budgeting starts with restriction, and restriction triggers rebellion. You tell yourself, no restaurants this month. By day 12, you've had a bad day at work and you're sitting at Chipotle wondering how you got there again. You can't starve your way to wealth. You track, then you trim. In that order. The herd budgets to feel responsible, the ones who actually break free, they track to see where the leak is first. Now, if this is hitting close to home, if you're realizing your budget has been theater this whole time, hit that like button. Because what I'm about to show you is the system that actually works. And if you know someone stuck in the budget fail-repeat cycle, share this with them. They'll thank you later. Here's the third problem, the emergency illusion. You tell yourself, I'll start saving after I handle this emergency. But the emergency never ends. There's always something. The car breaks down, the water heater dies, the dog needs surgery, your kid needs new shoes. Here's what most people don't realize. Households without an emergency fund have 3 times more emergencies per year than households with 3 months saved. Same life, same city, same job. 3 times more crises. Why? Because when you don't have a buffer, everything becomes an emergency. A flat tire, emergency. A $400 dental bill? Emergency. The fridge stops working? Catastrophe. But when you've got 3 months of expenses saved, a flat tire is an inconvenience. You pull $200 from the fund, fix it, move on. No panic, no credit card debt at 19% interest. Emergencies don't create themselves. Lack of preparation creates emergencies. Here's the data. 60% of Americans don't have $1,000 saved for an unexpected expense. That's bank rate, 2023. But those same households spend an average of $300 a month on subscription services they barely use. Streaming platforms they forget they have. Gym memberships they haven't touched in 4 months. The problem isn't lack of money, it's lack of visible priorities. So here's the solution, and it's not another budget, it's a visibility system, 2 spreadsheets. That's it, and if you're thinking, I don't even know where to start with a spreadsheet, don't worry, I've got you covered. Check the first pinned comment below this video. I'm dropping a free spending tracker, 2 simple sheets ready to use. Just copy it and fill it out. No apps, no subscriptions, just clarity. Spreadsheet 1, the foundation. This is everything you need to survive, not live comfortably. Survive. Category 1, essentials, the absolute basics. Your mortgage or rent, not the dream house, the roof over your head, the utilities, electric, water, heat, the minimum to keep the lights on, basic food, groceries, not restaurants, not DoorDash, rice, chicken, vegetables, functional transportation, gas or bus fare to get to work, not the car payment on the truck you didn't need, mandatory health care, insurance premiums, prescriptions, add those up. That number, times 6, is your freedom fund. That's the number that lets you sleep at night. Category 2. Fixed costs, the stuff you're committed to right now. Debt payments, student loans, car payment, credit cards, insurance beyond health, car insurance, renters or homeowners, childcare if you've got kids. These aren't negotiable in the short term, but they can be renegotiated over time. Add Category 1 and Category 2 together. That's your survival number. If that number is more than 50% of your take-home pay, you don't have a spending problem yet. You have an income problem. Different conversation, different solution. Spreadsheet 2, the desire detector. This is everything else. The stuff you want, but don't need to survive. Category 3, extras, all the streaming services. Netflix, Hulu, Disney+, HBO, Spotify, YouTube Premium. The gym membership you use twice a month. Eating out, coffee shops, lunch at work instead of packing. Hobbies, gear you bought and used once. Clothes you bought because they were on sale, not because you needed them. Category 4, impulse, the invisible leak. Amazon packages you forgot you ordered. Convenience purchases, the energy drink at the gas station, the snack at the checkout. The Uber, when you could have walked 15 minutes. Treating yourself because you had a rough day. Here's the question you ask before every single purchase in Spreadsheet 2. Do I need this, or do I just want to feel like I'm buying something? Pause for 24 hours. If you still want it tomorrow, buy it. If you forgot about it by the next day, that's $30 you just saved by doing absolutely nothing. Pause right now. Open your bank app. Look at last month's spending. Go to the comments and type visible or invisible. That's how much of your spending you actually remember. One word, no judgment, just data. And remember, grab that free tracker from the pinned comment. It'll make this whole process 10 times easier. Here's the protocol. 6 months. Phase 1, months 1 and 2. Visibility only. Track everything. Change nothing. Your only job is to see where the money actually goes, not where you think it goes, where it really goes. No judgment, no guilt, just data. Most people skip this step. They want to fix it immediately. That's why they fail. You can't hunt what you can't see. Step 1 is always, see the terrain clearly. Phase 2, months 3 and 4. Cut the invisible. Now you know where the leak is. You've got 2 months of data. Cancel the subscriptions you don't use, all of them. Eliminate the impulse categories. Delete the Amazon app. Turn off one-click ordering. Remove your card from food delivery apps. Redirect that money, every single dollar you just freed up, into a separate account. Your emergency fund, untouchable. Phase 3, months 5 and 6. Build the buffer. Your goal is 1 month of essentials saved. Just Category 1 from Spreadsheet 1, then 2 months, then 3. When you hit 3 months of essentials in the bank, something shifts. You stop making decisions out of fear. You stop taking the first job offer because you're desperate. You stop staying in situations that drain you because you can't afford to leave. You just bought yourself freedom to think clearly. That's not wealth yet, but it's the foundation everything else is built on. Let me be clear about something. You're not building wealth yet. You're building the foundation to build wealth. You can't invest with confidence when one car repair wipes you out. You can't take smart risks when you're living paycheck to paycheck. The ones who break the cage don't start by chasing returns. They start by building ground solid enough to stand on. Here's what we learned today. We started with an experiment. Digital money versus cash. Same amount. Completely different behavior. Your brain doesn't process digital spending as real. Traditional budgets fail because they fight your wiring instead of working with it. The solution isn't restriction, it's visibility. You can't fix what you can't see. You have two paths in front of you. Path 1, keep doing what you've been doing. Set a budget in January. Feel guilty in February when you blow past it. Repeat next year. Path 2, track honestly for 30 days. No judgment, no shame, just data. Then decide what to cut based on reality, not aspiration. This isn't about becoming a monk. It's about knowing where your effort goes. The herd spends without seeing, and the ones who break free, they see first, then choose. Go grab that tracker from the pinned comment and fill it out for 30 days. That's it. Then come back here and tell me in the comments what surprised you most. Because I guarantee you something will. And if this helped you see something you've been missing, do me a favor. Share this video with someone who needs it, your brother, your friend, your coworker who's always stressed about money. Breaking the cage starts with seeing the bars. Let's make sure nobody stays blind.